Good afternoon and welcome back. Though it's still kinda sorta cold outside. And went to get my vegetable lasagna and grabbing a couple cans of tuna for tuna sandwiches. I still got some bread here. Get myself set up. Oh Lord. So I was thinking of a story last night and for some reason I was thinking about airports, and there's 3 times I went to the Edmonton International Airport. The first time, whole family went there. The mom, the dad, the sister, and myself went there, had dinner there. I remember having, it was about lasagna, isn't it? Somebody posted with things you hated as a kid, but you like eating now. And I'm like thinking, geez, I've loved lasagnas forever. And I thought it was his first story when, as I mentioned, the 4 of us went down to the airport. The mom, the dad, the sister, and myself. And I remember ordering lasagna. It's like, yeah, I like this. 3 of us went to visiting family in Calgary in Mom's car. And Mom went back home in a rental. Because if we took a rental to Calgary, that would have been a hell of a lot more expensive. So that was trip number 1 of the old Edmonton. It was before they renovated. This is the first time I remember having lasagna. Second time was a few months later during the summer, but school wasn't out yet. I think it was about May or June. Remember the whole grade. The first trip was in '87, and the second trip was also '87 because I was in grade 6. Because grade 6 class, I went to the airport. Remember, it was my turn and somebody else's turn. Going this. Can't remember if it was a 2-seater or 4-seater. It was us and the 4-seat. I think there was 4 passengers and plus the pilots. Flew over the school, and one of my classmates is like, geez, those people look like little ants, and the cars look like little toy cars, and like them Hot Wheels. Which is probably the greatest things I ever heard, because it's someone that high. They're about 2,000 or 3,000 feet up. Maybe, I think. And to see the cars look like little toy cars, and the people look like ants, it's great. Then I think my third and most recent trip would end up being 2014, going to Campbell River. I don't know if I told this story. I started the day before work and came home, showered, and threw my second. I'd done a first load the day before. Threw my second load in there the night before I took off into the wash. Of course, I changed shirts. I wore my football jersey. I was doing the Eskimos ended. Threw my Eskimos jersey on. Went to the game. It was against Calgary, by the way. Came home. Obviously, for the wash, I was done, and I threw it into the dryer. Went up and watched the season finale. I think it was season 12 of Hell's Kitchen. I think so. I'll have to look that up. I think it was season 12. No, I watched the episode. And just about a few minutes before this episode ended, I went down, checked my laundry. His clothes were dry, so I brought the load back up. Started folding it up and packed the rest of it the way I wanted it to, as the show was ending. Yeah, I forget who won that season. I'll have to look that up. Packed everything. Episode finished. ended up deleting the episode because, well, I was done with it. I didn't need to see it anymore. Went to bed, try to get as much sleep as possible. And I think I got 3 hours. About 3:30. No, it might have been about quarter after 3. Oh, it actually might have been closer to 4, actually. Quarter to 4. Called the airport taxi. Because if I tried walking, there's no way I would have made it on time, so I called a cab. $65 out the door before I even left Edmonton, before I even stepped on the plane. So yeah. And by this time, it already started raining. So we get to the airport. He asked me who I was dealing with. I was like, Air Canada. Dropped me off in front of the doors, grabbed my bag, paid, and thanked him. I think I gave him a tip, though. I'm pretty sure I gave the guy a tip. Because, well, yeah, I'll pay a little extra for gas. Because, well, it's from Edmonton to the airport. I need to get there. Couldn't fit my bitters. I think it checks if you're back and go into the overhead compartments. And I said mine was a little too fat, a little big. Into the bill, he goes, I'm like, oh, that kind of separation. Get into the security, to get through the gates. He's like, oh, we need to swab you. Wait, what? Turns out there was nothing because it's probably all the rain droplets that are on my shoes and my belt buckle. I'm like, wait, what? And there's one security. Yeah, you're good. I'm like, geez, first time flying, I'm having a heart attack here. So they kind of laughed. As I went to gate 54 with my airline tickets because I kind of need those. Get over there. I mean, I was there by 4:30, so it was a couple of hours. So didn't have too much to do. Nothing was open yet. So I watched the little TV as a CBC, or watch the CBC. It was on that loop. So that got old after a while. Check some of the airline flights information on that board there. There's one postponement, it was to Calgary. So finally, it just came time to board. Everybody gets on in an orderly fashion, get on there. It started becoming real when he started backing up and started heading out, started taxiing out onto the runway. Then it really became real when he started taking off. I was like, okay, here we go. First little while got a little bumpy because it was cloudy and it was just kind of rainy. So pilots are like, yeah, it might get a little bumpy here. Skill and the judgment is what got us out of there that day. We actually got to Vancouver in about over an hour. It was cloudy until I think we were like 15-20 minutes out of Vancouver. Then we landed, clear as day. And it was about an hour wait until my connecting flight took off from Vancouver to Campbell River, Central Mountain Air. So that's about a half-hour ride there. I didn't realize Vancouver Island was that big, but gorgeous though. Absolutely gorgeous. This is July. It's absolutely gorgeous. So eventually got there. First stop was breakfast at Popsy's. Ooh, that was good dinner. That was a good breakfast. We finally ended up staying with friends I knew when we were in Edmonton. which is a big deal because like, oh, okay, I don't have to pay for a hotel. I can just stay with them. And an extra space. It was in the works for a while, so eventually I had to get there, and eventually I had a bit of a nap. Got up a couple of hours later. Then I find out the flights are originally going to Edmonton, and I'm getting diverted, and I'm seeing this on Global Edmonton and such. Why am I thinking, boy, did I get lucky? I left when I did. And I was lucky. It was fortunate my flight was when it was. Otherwise, I would have been absolutely up the creek. So yeah, there we go. Now for you. Now that you're done with listening to my story, it's Southern cities for 200. Yesterday's answer. In 1960, Martin Luther King Jr. joined his father as co-pastor of Ebenezer Baptist in this capital city. Question: What is Atlanta? After I said that answer yesterday, I wasn't too sure. Turns out I was right. And we continue to Southern cities category. Today's clues for $600. Answer: The waterfront of Alexandria, Virginia, is on this, also known as the nation's river. For some reason, I'm thinking the Potomac. I don't know that geography river-wise in that area too well, so that's what I'm going with. So that's what I'm going with, the Potomac. And I just noticed I've been going for 12 minutes already, so I'm going to end it. So in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.